right, boys and girls, we're working with ordered pairs again on the coordinate grid. Just always remember the x is what starts first. And as we remember, the x goes across the bottom and the y is second, whoopsie, and the y goes up and down, okay? So it says entered the ordered pairs for each point. We have a boy named Ryan, and it's telling us his age. And at each age, it's telling us how tall he was, his height in inches. So at 1 year old, he was 30 inches. We're simply going to put the 1 first. And how tall was he? 30. Okay. Now, you need to go graph that. So I'm going to start with my 130. I start with my x-axis. 1 is my first number in the ordered pair, so 1 is right here. He is 30 inches tall, so I go up to my 30, and I plot my point, and that's where your 130 will be. At 2 years old, he was 35 inches. So now I'm going to put the number 2 here. That's going to be my x-axis, and 35 is my y. I'm going to go plot that ordered pair. Here's 235. Of course, I start with my x first, going across. Here's the 2. Now, 35. If I go up, you'll see there really is no 35, but you should know 35 is right in the middle between 30 and 40. So when you plot your point, you're not plotting it at an exact line. I'm going to plot it, here's my 2 again, right in the middle between 20 and 40, 35. Okay? Next one, 3. At 3 years old, he was 38 inches, so 3 is my x-axis, 38 inches is my y. I go to plot that one. Again, x first, here's 3. And now this time I'm going up to 38. Same thing. There's not an exact 38 over here, but I know 38 is a little bit before 40, 2 spaces to be exact. So when I plot my 3 and 38, I'm going to go to 3, and I'm going to go right before the 40, right there to mark 38, okay? My next ordered pair, at 4 years old, he was 41 inches. I'm going to go plot that ordered pair. I go across the 4. Again, there's not an exact spot for 41, but I know 41 is right past the 40. So right about there, all right? And my last ordered pair, at 5 years old, he was 44 inches. So I go across to my 5, and yet again, there's no exact spot for the 44, but I know the 44 is kind of in the middle, a little bit past the 40, okay? So that's how you'll plot numbers that aren't at an exact spot. All righty. Let's go to number 2. Okay, so here's the table again with the chart of information. His age, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, and his height of how he grows. Now, remember that when you get older, you usually grow. So here's the question. It said, why would 0.6 and 45 be nonsense? So 6 means over here, and I'll see if I could draw it for you. They're saying 6 years old. If this table would continue and he was 6 years old, he would be 45 inches. Now, hopefully you should see just think of yourself. As you grow, as you get older, you're getting taller. But what happens from the 47 to the 45? It gets smaller. Do you shrink as you get older? Of course not. So that's why that would be nonsense. So let's complete the explanation though. It would mean that at age 6, right here, Ryan's height would be, what would it be compared to 5? We just said he's getting smaller, so that's less. 45 is less than 47. Instead of getting taller, like most people do as they get older, he would have gotten shorter. And that's why that's nonsense. You don't get shorter as you get older.